Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this professional personal portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code link is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here we are at the home page of the portfolio. I've added my name, the designation, the contact button and integration of social media icons like LinkedIn, YouTube and GitHub. You can have your uh, photo here. Then we have skills section where I've mentioned the percentage of uh, proficiency that I am good at that particular skill, like HTML5 which is 95 percentage, CSS3, JavaScript and React.js. Then we are at our portfolio section, that is the projects that we have worked recently. Here I have luxury car rental website, movies website, another portfolio, e-commerce website, travel website and another movies website. And about section to know more about to express more about yourself, that what education you have took and about your experience you can mention here. And your contact, basic contact details like name, email and message. And footer, I've always told you to have your websites to be more responsive, that is it should be able to be accessed in both desktop as well as in mobile view as well. So let's try it with the now we are in Chrome. This is a feature which is most developers use to debug and also see how how, how the website is responsive in different devices. Like here right now we are in desktop mode, which you can see. Then now we try to go for the mobile view. Here we are, this is the mobile view of the personal portfolio website. This is the home section, your skills, then the portfolio, that is your latest projects, and about section and contact. And here we have the menu bar, that is home, skills, then portfolio, then about and your contact section. It is very good for developers to always try to make their websites responsive in mobile, tab and desktop. So now let's try to view the website in tab mode. Here we are, this is the tab version of the portfolio. The reason to make the websites responsive is because if it is accessible in different devices, then it will be like able. Most people don't use their laptops all the time, they use mobile phones most of the time. Some people use tabs more, so it is best to have your portfolio in different uh, uh, responsives so that it can be accessed anywhere in any device. So the source code for this portfolio is available in the description with the live preview link, and it is basic HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It is easy to understand, and if you like the content, please do share and subscribe. Hello everyone. Today we are going to build this portfolio website. So now I'm gonna explain you line by line code. Right now we are in the index.html file. You can see the doc type HTML, the language is English. Then header tag, we have the meta tags for SEO. Then we have linked our style sheet. The style sheet is available here. We have linked the style sheet to our index file. Then we have linked box icons. You can find this link in the Chrome. search box icon, and in the usage you can find this link. Copy paste here. This link will give access to the box icon server. Next we have the title, that is portfolio. Then and the body section, this is the section where we write the main code. uh, the header function, we have given the class iHeader, and then nav bar we have given heading, first nav logo heading, that is Abhiram, which is done by anchor tag. This is a means anchor tag. Div, these are sections. Dividing each section is a very good thing. You should definitely try to divide aspects so that it will be easy for you to add CSS files. So here we have divided the name, the starting title name, then the nav menu, then we are having a toggle which will be in the mobile version. This toggle will be there. We are using box icon, menu icon will be used, so that in the mobile version we won't be able to see the entire nav bar until we click on that menu bar. So we just have to click on that menu, then automatically the nav bar, the entire nav bar will be displayed, and then we can choose whichever section we want to go, then we have to click on that. So here we are using unordered list for the nav list, then list item, and we are adding another box icon which is home icon. Here we are adding anchor tag and with an reference. This href reference is used for moving from one section to another section. So when we here we have href as hash home. So if you see, if you go below, here you can see home section, and here I've added id home. So this id is actually getting referred here. Hash means it's an id. So here we are referring this section. So whenever you click on this anchor tag as home, then you will automatically redirected to this home section available here. So in the menu, next we have the skills, portfolio, about, and contact sections. Here we are using list items and anchor tags. And next div is for toggle, that is this toggle is actually used in the mobile version because we cannot display the entire navbar in the header. So we will display it by using a small box icon. Then whenever we click on that box icon, we'll get the entire list top down. Then we are uh, in the main section, that is this is the main body of the section for the website. The first section is the home section, and here we are having the div, that is for the data, home data section. H1 we are giving as class as home title. Here we have the name and the whatever the person is doing. I am a web designer, so I have mentioned web designer. Then we have an anchor tag to contact. This is actually a button. We have added a class button. Then another div is the social media icons we want to showcase. So here we have LinkedIn, YouTube, and GitHub. YouTube, LinkedIn, and GitHub. Then uh, we have the next div is home image. Here we are directly using the path from the Google Chrome. This is actually you can say it in the website. I have shown you that the profile picture is on an masked form. So that mask is generated by using this entire code which I have copied from Chrome. It is an SVG file, and I'm adding my image, that is my profile image, over here using the image tag. So this image will be hover onto that mask, so it gives a look. Then we have skills section. In the skills section, you can see here we have the heading skill using h2. Then we are going into the div function. In the div we have skills professional skills, and paragraph tag to mention that I have gained experience in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is the data that we want to display. Then we want to display the skills that we are good at using a progressive bar. That is how much percentage of proficiency I have in that particular form. So here I have HTML5 using a span I mentioned here, and then I am using another div which mentions the total percentage of proficiency that I have, that which is 95 percentage. Then a similar way, uh, I have like CSS3, and which I am giving as 85 percentage. If you see closely, we have skills name and skills CSS, then skills percentage. These three classes are very important, because by using these class names we are going to implement the percentage in the JavaScript. The JavaScript will implement them. So uh, uh, then just one second. So we gonna we gonna by using these class names we will be representing that percentage, 85 percentage, using the styles. I will show you, just one second. The styles will where, here you can see the skills container data. Then we have the skills HTML width is equal to 95 percentage. So by using CSS we are going to implement this, not JavaScript. Then after the skills section we are adding an image, that is work image, to the skills section using the image tag. Then we have the portfolio section, which is actually the recent work that you have done. So here also I'm using a div under section. Then I'm using anchor tag and image tags. The reason to add an anchor tag is that whenever you click on it, you can even refer, you can add the project link over here in the href section. Then automatically whenever you click on that, you will be moved to that page. So it is very good to have anchor tag combined with an image tag. So I've mentioned few here. Then in the about section, we have two divs. One is about image section. About image section, let me show you about image. This is the about image. Then we have another section is the text, that is data. So always try to have your image in one div and your information in one div. So here I am using a secondary div for information. Here I am using h2 for name, paragraph tag to know, give information about what I've done, what experiences I've gained, and a anchor tag to have a small button to know more about me. Then we have the contact section. Here we have contact container, it is a class name. And then we are using form. In form I always tell you to use the type. Definitely try to mention type. Here I'm mentioning text. Here next type is mail. So text area is whenever you want to give lot of space. For example, you want to let the user message you like in a paragraph or in such a way. So you can use this text area, it gives more space. Here I'm taken 10 rows of space. It will be like 10 rows space will be given. You can see that the box will be different than the input boxes. Then we have input type button. So automatically the button it will be in the button shape. Then whenever the value submitted, it will be submitted to the form. Next, in the footer section we have another div where we are having the social media icons, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Then paragraph icon to mention the copyright. So if the date hash 169 is it is a code to mention copyright symbol. It is a C inside a circle. This is the copyright symbol. You can integrate it by using this code. Then I have integrated script, that is scroll reveal, which is actually a JavaScript library which I have used for the animation in the website. And another script is the main script that I have attached to the HTML section. And then let's go to the styles. In the style.css file, so I will explain you most of the things. First, I'm importing the Google Fonts by using this link URL, so that automatically it will be imported. Then we have the root. Root means that whenever you want to reuse any particular value, you can use root, so you don't have to mention again and again, and it will be very easy for you to change those values. If you change those values in the root section itself, then whenever you use that values, if I here you can see header height, which is 3 rem I've mentioned. So if I use that header height value in somewhere else also, if I change here to 4 rem, then automatically wherever I've used in multiple locations will be changed. So try to use root whenever you want to reuse most of the time. Here I've used first color, second color, because I want to use colors most in more than one places. So I'm mentioning it one place, and I'm using just the names here. This by using var is a condition, or you can say function. By var first color, you can be able to get this value of color over at any point of the code that you want to use. Then we have uh, the fonts. Body font I am using is Poppins. Then there you can see big font size, H2 font size. Here I'm taking some small font sizes, so that don't try to make your don't try to use very high uh, valued font sizes. Try to use minimal, so that it doesn't look like too much weight on your website. Then we are using margins and index, z index. uh, and at the date media screen is actually used for whenever we want to make any websites responsive, and at such times we use a media screen. And we at minimum width of 960, we want these root elements to change. So whatever the root elements I am mentioning here, I am mentioning big font size, h2 font size, normal font size, smaller font size, I am changing. If you see here, big font size is 2 rem in the normal one, and in this minimum with 968 it is 3.5. So whenever you want to change the values at the particular screen size, you can mention at the date media screen. It is actually a responsive ways to change your website, so you can change those values. Then these are the base values, like box sizing, border box. Then HTML scroll behavior smooth is to let whenever we scroll, it will be smoothly moving from one page to another page. Next, body is the entire page, entire structure of the body. Here we are having margin, font family, font size, color. Here as you see, var, header height. So this is how you will import root values into whatever uh, section of code that you want to use. So var is important. By using var, we will import. And h2, h1, h2 margin is 0. These are like base values, are starting values that I want to give to all the things that I've used. Mostly we use h1 h tags, p tags, anchor tags, and images. If there are like lot of images are there, then you can first simply mention the max width is 100%, height is auto, displays block. So whenever the images are there, this is the first default the formation will be taking place by using these values. Then we have to change those values by giving any class name to that particular image, and we can change to the required height. Then we have section title. This is the title heading, position relative, font size, color, margin top, margin bottom. Text align center means the entire text will be aligned at the center. Then after and before are the most important things that you need to learn. They are a little bit confusing, but it will be a good thing to learn. Next section we have padding top, padding bottom. This uh, padding is the innermost area of an object. So you can, whenever you change the padding values, the size of the image reduces. And margin is the middlemost border value. As you increase the border uh, margin, it will change. And border is the outermost border value. So it is out, whenever you change the border, it will automatically move. Padding bottom, padding top. Then we have max width. Whenever the layout is at 1024, that is the maximum width that the website that we want. If it goes out of that width, then automatically these values won't apply to them. Like display grid won't apply to that. Next we have position fixed. Top left, these values are used to move any if you take a card, small menu card, if you take, there is an image in the center and you have small description, then you at that bottom right you want to have an add to cart button, which is actually an image. So by using this top, left, right and bottom, you can move the image whichever location that you want by placing first position fixed, then top. You have to change them by using values, where varying the top left values you can move. Then navbar, the height, and you can say display flex is used so that whenever you want to align all the items in one row or one column, you can use display flex. By using justify content, you can add space between, space evenly. So the space will be added between each element and its space between. And if the entire space is taken and evenly the items are placed, that is space evenly. And align item center, all the items will be aligned at the center. This is the media screen for 767 minimum width. We are changing the menu uh, height towards right, that is entirely moving it outside of the website. So whenever we click on the button, then automatically the website will come back to the normal website front page, and it will be displayed. So here we are using that. Next, nav item, these all are and yes, whenever you are using classes, you need to have dot in front of this class name, and if you're using IDs, then you should have a hashtag in front of them. Then active menu, top background color, here you can see I've also used var again. So to reuse any values, you can make them you can give those values in the root element, and by using the var you can import them. So it is one of the very flexible ways to have it. And flex direction column, if you can see display flex has one more condition, that is flex direction. If you want them in the column version, you can mention column. If you want them in the row version, you can have to mention the row. So then automatically the data will be moved in the row way. Then we have buttons position. First, definitely try to learn about position, relative, absolute. So relative, what is the difference between position relative and position absolute means, whenever the position is relative, if you see this is the code, skill data is a, just think that it's an image. Whenever you have position relative, the image will be beside it or before it, it will be there. So whenever the position is absolute, the next skill icon will be placed upon the skill data, that is it will hover onto skill data, that is position absolute. So that is used whenever just before I told you the menu card icon. So whenever you want to implement something over another, like I wanted to implant uh, add to cart button over the card menu, so I am gonna use position absolute to the card menu, then automatically it will be moved upon to the card. So next we have align items. These all Z index is like, if you want to there are like two images which are overlapping. Just think that is the both images are overlapping one on another, and you want to display the second image first, then after the first image should be below, then you can mention by using Z index. So whatever the Z index is highest will be displayed above, and with the lowest Z index will be displayed below. It is nothing but the Z direction. You can say Z direction is upward direction towards the sky. The skills width is the one that I've told you before, how much percentage that your good proficiency at. And then we have work, overflow hidden. So whenever the image goes out of the length, the specified length, or the text is going out of specified length, then we can have overflow hidden. So whatever the portion is going out of that specified measured value, then automatically it will be disappeared, will be removed. Transition, transform, or like whenever you want to have animation towards the website, towards any particular icon or towards any particular image, you can use transform and transition. Transform is like scale means, if you see, if you have an image, here you have added transform scale to it, so whenever you hover onto it, the scale will expand more than the size that is actually it is normally it is present. So if you provide the scale value less than 1, then it will compress itself into become smaller than the normal size it is available. So the transition time or the transition it is taking, the 1 second or 2 second is taken, is mentioned using transition, or you can also use transition delay, which is also available. Then we have the about section. You know all this. Justify self is the center. You there is like justify content, justify self. Justify self means itself, only one image or one tag, one h2 element is there, then we use justify self. If there are like lot of content at once, we want to change, if think that a div containing h2 image and as well as one button tag, then by using justify content, for which we have to use the flex also. Flex you can use, grid also you can use. Then by using justify content we can make it center. Justify self single, justify content all, like three elements are combined together. Then we have the contact, all of them. Border, cursor pointer is whenever you can see, so as soon as I move from here to the image, you can see the pointer, that is pointer, cursor pointer, so it will convert into cursor. Then uh, footer title, margins, all of them. So here we are in the media queries. Media queries are basically for making the website responsive in all widths of the website. So this minimum max width 320, it's actually for mobile version. Media query is the way that this is how you mention the responsive or changing the responsive values for particular uh, screen size. Max 320 or minimum 578, these two are for mobile versions. Some mobiles will be smaller version, 3 will be like 320, then above that version is 376 will be this. Next we have flex direction is row, align self, flex, and then grid template columns is like this grid structure is used whenever like you have like, you can use flex also if you want, but grid is mostly used whenever you want to align images, or like you want to have cards that are like in a restaurant website, or you can see in the movies website, you have like a lot of cards are available. Then you can use grid element, and you can, by using the grid, you can mention how many cards that you want to display in a row, how many you want to display in a column. So by using the repeat function, 1 fr, here we are having 2 rows and 1 fr. Then next we have grid template columns, all of them. So before I told you justify self, justify content, justify items. Items means the similar way. You can say 3-4 items are available at one place, and you want to make them all at the center of it. You can use justify items. Next, minimum width 768. This is also for mobile. Mobile as or you can say tab. Then it's all I've told you before only. So this 998 is desktop, you can say. Next we go to the script section. The first one is menu show. So as we move from desktop version to mobile version, I've told you that we'll get a box icon in place of the navbar section. The entire navbar section will disappear, and we'll get small box icon, bx menu icon, as I mentioned here, nav toggle, you can see. So now I'm going to display it. So first what I'm doing is that I am creating a constant as show menu constant where I am using toggle ID and nav ID. So get toggle, get element by ID, that is toggle ID. Then nav equal to document.get element by ID, nav ID. So you can have them over here. Then here I am mentioning that toggle.add event listener, click. Here you can see show menu, nav toggle, comma nav menu. So here I show you nav toggle is here. This one is the nav toggle, and nav menu is this one. Here you can see this entire menu bar is given a class of nav menu. So whenever we click on that nav menu button, that is button, automatically the nav bar will be showcased. That will, it will be adding a class list toggle show. So whenever we add the class list, that is whenever we add the class show, automatically the nav bar will be displayed, and whenever automatically will close also. Then we have remove menu mobile. So whenever we want to remove menu bar, then see, you can see that. So whenever we click on the nav link, we remove the show menu class. That is, you can say, I will show you here. So right now you are in the skills section and you clicked onto the skills on the button, then automatically the nav bar, entire nav bar will close and you will be moved to the skills section. So that function is indicated here, that is function is made here. So nav menu does classes does remove, so we will remove the show, then automatically, because in the first place we are adding the show to display the nav bar, then the second time whenever we are clicking on a nav link, the nav link is like here I mentioned here class nav link. So whenever we are clicking on any of those buttons like home, skills, portfolio, about content, then automatically it will move to that particular section and the show class will be removed from the nav bar. Then the nav bar will disappear. Next, scroll sections active link. So when in the website I've shown you that whenever we are moving from one section to another section by scrolling, you can see that the color on the nav items, that is, I will show you the nav links, that is home, skills and portfolio, the color of these words are changing automatically. So that function is created over here. So by checking the id, first we will get the attribute id. So by getting the ids of this particular skills, that is home id is the skills, portfolio, about content, these are all ids. So whenever we will match those id values, and if we are in that particular section, then it will add this active link class. Whenever we add active link class, automatically we will get the color as orange color. So which is actually a class list dot remove means we are removing the class that is added, which is active link. So then automatically the color will change and you will go to the next section. Then we have scroll reveal animation, that is origin is top, distance 60 pixel, duration 2000, delay 200. This is actually for scroll reveal. So whenever you refresh the website, the can see here scroll reveal, home data, about image, skills, subtitle, skills, text. So home data will come from top, first from top to bottom it will come display, and it will take for like 2 seconds of duration to come. So like this we are adding like home image, about subtitle, about text, so delay of 400. So after particular delay we are showcasing those particular websites. So this is how we add scroll reveal to the particular sections by using the class names that are available, like home data. This is actually class name which is available here. You can see home data. So the home data will first pop down from top to bottom, because you have mentioned here origin from top. So from top it will come bottom side with a distance of 60 pixel each and duration of 2 seconds. For this is how you add the scroll reveal. Then you can see the images. But this is the home image. You can see this one, this bar will move as we move from one section to another section that I've shown you before. And then this is a portfolio section. These are the skills section. You can see in the skills section the percentage, the orange percentage is mentioned here. You can see this percentage we are generating using the styles function. Styles, that is CSS. So here we are at the home page of the portfolio. I've added my name, the designation, the contact button, and integration of social media icons like LinkedIn, YouTube, and GitHub. You can have your uh, photo here. Then we have skills section where I've mentioned the percentage of uh, proficiency that I am good at that particular skill, like HTML5, which is 95 percentage, CSS3, JavaScript, and React.js. Then we are at our portfolio section, that is that the projects that we have worked recently. Here I have luxury car rental website, movies website, another portfolio, e-commerce website, travel website, and another movies website. And about section to know more about to express more about yourself, that what education you have took and about your experience you can mention here. And your contact, basic contact details like name, email, and message. And footer, I've always told you to have your websites to be more responsive, that is it should be able to be accessed in both desktop as well as in mobile view as well. So let's try it with the now we are in Chrome. This is a feature which is most developers use to debug and also see respond how, how the website is responsive in different devices. Like here right now we are in desktop mode, which you can see. Then now we try to go for the mobile view. Here we are. This is the mobile view of the personal portfolio website. This is the home section, your skills, then the portfolio, that is your latest projects, and about section, and contact. And here we have the menu bar, that is home, skills, then portfolio, then about, and your contact section. It is very good for developers to always try to make their websites responsive in mobile, tab, and desktop. So now let's try to view the website in tab mode. Here we are. This is the tab version of the portfolio. The reason to make the websites responsive is because if it is accessible in different devices, then it will be like able. Most people don't use their laptops all the time. They use mobile phones most of the time. Some people use tabs more. So it is best to have your portfolio in different uh, uh, responsives so that it can be accessed anywhere in any device. So the source code for this portfolio is available in the description with the live preview link, and it is basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is easy to understand. And if you like the content, please do share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this plant store website, responsive website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript with night mode and light mode, as you can see here. Now we go to the navbar, home, about. Before that, the source code for this website is available in the description and you can download for free. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here we are in the home page of the website. Home, about, products, FAQs, contact us and night mode to light mode shifting button and explore button, and here we have our social media icons: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see by using swiper, that is AOS, we have used the transition, and then steps to start your plant collection: choose plant, place an order, get plants delivered. Next we have, you can see how smoothly the animation is taking place. The plants, the add to cart button. Then we have the most common asked questions. It is a small button function. Then we have contact us form. You can contact through this number or to write an email. This is the form. You can subscribe to our newsletter to get the latest updates. Our address, phone number, social media icons, and we accept all types of credit, that is payment gateway. Now we will see the website in the night mode. Whatever website you are creating, if you want to implement night and dark mode, definitely try to use bright colors in the dark mode so that it can be appealing to see. Like here I've used bright white color and dark green color. Home section, about section, the collections, products. Then we have FAQs, most asked questions and answers. Then you contact us, and footer with subscription to our newsletter and credit card details. This website is entirely responsive for desktop, tab as well as for mobile devices. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as you've seen before. Let me show you the night. This is the mobile version. You can see the menu bar, home, then we have about, then products, and most commonly asked questions, contact and newsletter. And you can see the light and dark mode available on the menu. Now header, you can change from light mode to dark mode. Then the website is also available in the tab version. This is the tab version of the website. When definitely try to implement this project by yourself, you can find the entire code. The source code is available in the description. Try to practice as many projects as you can to improve your front end work. First, if you are very professional at HTML, CSS and JavaScript, then it will be very easy for you to implement these websites in the React.js, because React.js is one of the most widely used front-end framework. So definitely try to master HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I also try to learn the latest versions like HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript, ECMAScript 6. This is the desktop version. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works and designs. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's start uh, going through step by step code. Right now we are in the index.html file. You can see the header tag. In the head tag, we only add meta tags for SEO purposes, and we link fav icon png, which is actually the header tag png. You can see a fav icon, which is a leaf icon I've used. Then we will link remix icons. These are actually icons which are mostly used for professional videos. These icons will give you a very professional look to your website. Let me show you. Uh, you can see here these icons, the social media icons are fav icons. We just integrate them into the website by linking those website link to our index.html file. Then we link our styles.css file, which is here. Now we add the title, which is the responsive plans website. Then in the body tag, first we'll enter into the header section. The header section is the topmost section of the page. You can see here this topmost page is the header section. Then we have an nav bar. In the nav, we are adding an anchor tag with an I element to add RI leaf line, which is the one that we added in the first one. That is the leaf icon as I shown you before. Let me show you again here. You can see this icon. Then nav logo icon. It is a class name. Greenify is the website. Then we add a div. Inside div we use an order list for our nav elements: home, about, products, FAQs, and contact us. Each have an anchor tag with h reference, a hash about. This h reference will act which will use it to move from one page to another, that is from home to about. Whenever we click on about, we'll move to the about section. Then if we click on the product, we'll go to the product section. It is a link. It is an ID which will be connected to that particular section. You can see this is the home. We have a href as hash home. So let me show you that. Here is the home section, and we have the ID as hash home. So this is how we connect the nav bar elements here, so that whenever you click on those elements, you will be redirected to that particular section. Then we have another div, that is RI close line, which is to close the menu bar, which will be in the mobile version. You can see it in the mobile version. In the desktop version, we will be having all these nav elements, but in the mobile version, we will be only having we will only have a small icon will be there. Whenever we click on that icon, the entire nav list will be shown. And whenever we want to close that list, we will close line. That is, it is actually an X element, which is we are using an remix icon, so we are using calling it as RI close line. This is how we integrate remix icons into our website. You just have to use I tag, and you have to mention the class and the class name. Here closed line means it actually represents X in the remix icon set. It is an entire bundle. Then we have theme change button, RI moonline. I will show you the moonline. So this, you can see here the moon beside contact us is actually a remix icon. By clicking on this button, we will change the color. We will move from light mode to dark mode of the website. So that is integrated over here. RI moonline is the change theme button. Then we have RI menu line, which is actually menu button. By using this menu button will be available to the mobile version itself. In the desktop version, we will be having all the remaining, we will be having this entire list, but in the mobile version, we cannot have that much space, so we will use menu icon, and whenever we click on the menu icon, the entire menu bar will be displayed. Next, right now we'll go to the main section, which is the entire section of important section in the website. In that, now we are in the home section. We added class and ID. Then in the first section, you can see we are adding home PNG. I will show you the home PNG. Here is the home. This is the home PNG. Then we are adding a div to add home data, that is h1 tag for writing the heading of the first section. The heading tags are total of 6, ranging from h1 to h6. As we move from h1 to h6, the size of the text will be reducing. Then we have paragraph tags. Paragraph tag is mostly used to write more data. Whenever you want to write more data, then use paragraph tags. Then we have an anchor tag uh, for explore more button. And whenever you can see here, I have mentioned hash about. So whenever you click on this explore more tab, you will be moved directly to about section, where you will get more information about the website. So this is how you integrate another sections using anchor tag. So most developers use anchor tag widely. Then we have another div for social icons. So you can see here also href I am giving the facebook.com website links, so that whenever you click on it, you will be moved directly to that website. And I am using I tag, which is our remix icon tag for RI Facebook fill. So automatically we'll get the Facebook uh, tag. You can see here Facebook, then Instagram and Twitter tags. You can see in the followers section. Next, that's all about it. Then when we will go to the about section, in the about section you can see about section container ID is about. Then we have the div, and we are giving the about image. About image, let me show you the about image. This is the about image. Then uh, then we are opening about data. The reason to use div elements is because it will separate the details for you, and it will make them into one big section. So it gives very good understanding about which section is available at which part, and we can be able to use CSS functions more easily. So next we have h2 element for writing the name, paragraph element to write the small information about us, like I'm using here is 4000 and where's our reviews and all about it. Then we have about details, where I am mentioning what we are like 4 main points about the website. So here I'm using paragraph tags and RI tags to that is remix icon tags. You can see these icons. Let me show you them to you. About PNG, right? Here you can see this tick mark is there now. We always deliver on time. Before that one, these are all remix icons. So I am using by using I tag, I am calling them RA checkbox fill. This is actually a remix icon. This is how we integrate remix icon into the website, and these are just informations. Then we have an anchor tag for shop now with the RI arrow right down line, which is actually here you can see after shop now we can see a small arrow, which is the remix icon. We indicated it using the I icon here, I tag, and we called it using class, adding the class name. Next, we are in the steps section. That is how we can buy a plant, or how to we order it. So here we have, as similar to the before section, we are using div to separate elements. Then we have h2 element for the name tag. Then we have another div for containing the major 3 steps. Here I am using the first step in this. We can see 01, which is actually a small container. I will show you the image. It will be more easy for you to understand. Here you can see this is the steps that it follows. So here we have 3 divs, 1, 2, 3. Then inside those divs we are using other small divs for 01, 02 and 03. And you can also see an hover effect whenever you go to the CSS files. I will tell you, whenever we move the cursor into this file, then automatically this 01, 02, 03 will move upward direction. It shows small animation to the website. Uh, Here we are using paragraph dot to write the elements. Then we are repeating it 3 times, and we are using grid. Next, we are in the product section. In the product section, uh, first we are writing HTML element for section title and paragraph element for small information. Then the product list, you can see we are using a div, and we are using article to specify each and every product we are separating using article element. So it is one of the recently updated version in the HTML5 article. Then we are using div element for product circle. I will show you the products. If you see closely, let me zoom in for you. You can see a small circle behind the product. That product circle is actually made using this. Here, I'll show you. Here we are creating a div. We are not mentioning any information here. We're just giving a class name as product circle. And by using CSS, we are creating a small circle, background circle with a green color. So it gives small digital look towards the products. Then we have the image tag for products, and then we have h3 for product name, span for product price. You can see here it has $10.9 purpose, and we are integrating a cart icon by using the remix icons. You can see integrating RI shopping bag line, which is actually a remix icon. Then we are copying those icons like several times. The same thing here. I have integrated like total six products. I can show you the images: one, two, third, fourth, fifth, and six. Total 6 products. You can have as many as you want. Then we are in the question section. In the question section, we have the first element is h2, which is the name of the title. Then we are using a div element. In that div element, we are using header and a header tag for adding the main, that is h3. I will show you in the image. It will be more with. You can see this is the heading of the section. Then I am integrating. Then I am having 5 total 6 questions. I am recently asked questions I've added, and I'll show you. So you will see this header element only in the first section. You can see my flowers are falling off or dying. So it is entirely closed. This is the header section. Then whenever we click on this header section, then this small div will open up, and we will see plans are easy way to add color, energy, and transform your space. But which planet is for you? Choose the right plan. So this is the answer for it. So whenever you click on it, then automatically it will open up. You can see the second one. How do I choose a plan? So whenever you click on this thing, then automatically will open, and the plus icon will convert into cross icon, so that whenever you click on it, it will close back. This is similarly, I've copied it like 6 times, total 6 times. Then we are in the contact section. We are in the contact section. Then we are adding the section title, that is reach out to us today. You can see the image here. This is the footer section. The picture. You can see here. This is the contact form you have, reach out to us. Then here we are adding contact details like call us, giving the mobile number and email address by using span and I tag for mail line. It is also a Linux icon. Then we have the contact form. We are using input. I've always tell you to use type function. Here I'm using email as type, so that whenever if you don't mention @gmail.com, then it will won't accept, it will show an error. to you, so that it will give more professional look to your website. Then here type is text, the subject, you can mention subject. Then text area, whenever you want to add more information, like you want to give, let the user give message to you, suggestions to you, then use text area. You can mention how many rows you want, how many columns you want also for this, so that it give more amount of space for the user to type. Then we have submit button, and I'm using arrow right up line button for which submit. So it gives the reason to use icons is that it gives more professional look. That's all, not because it is necessary or something, but it gives more professional look to your website. Next, we have the footer section. I'll show you the footer section. This is the footer section. We have greenify heading, subscribe to our newsletter, which is an H2 element. Then we have greenify heading, then H3 element to subscribe our newsletter. Then we have input type email, which is for the this newsletter, this input icon that we have created here. And you can see here for subscribe, we are adding another I tag, which is adding remix icon, that is RI, arrow right up line. You can see here the arrow beside subscribe button, which is showing towards top side. Then we add our address H3 unordered list for list items. Then we add the data. This is the one of the ways we add the elements in a list manner. There are two types of lists. One is unordered list, which doesn't give any numbering or alphabet beside it, and another one is ordered list, which will give like A, B, C or 1, 2, 3. It will show. Then we have footer content. H3 element, that is contact us details, we can mention here, and social media icons. Like this is how it will be shown. Next we accept all cards. By using a div element, we are integrating all 4 cards, so that to give credit, that we accept all types of credit cards. And we're using paragraph tag for last, all that reserved. And this value that you're showing, hash 169, this gives you can see this copyright symbol. So to integrate copyright symbol, we don't have to download any JPG. You can just use this value, and automatically that symbol will be integrated to your website. Then we have scroll up. This button, show you if that visible. You can see here this small button that is available at the bottom. So whenever you click on this button, you will be moved back to the starting page of the website. That is the scroll up button, and we use JavaScript for that. I will explain it in the JavaScript section. Then we are integrating script tag, that is scroll reveal, which is a JavaScript library, one of JavaScript libraries, which is used for for animation purposes and for scrolling. Then we integrate our main JavaScript file. You see here, this is the main JavaScript file. So next we'll go to the style section. So first we will import Google Fonts using this link. Import. This is how we import any link into the style sheet, by using import and URL, and we mention that URL in between. Then the root is the root. You can say if you want to repeatedly use any values, like I'm using first color also, I don't have to mention everywhere RGBA this value, or I've mentioned hash 123, so I don't have to mention all of them. I can just simply give all those values in the root element. Then I can use, by using var, I can simply call those values wherever I want. Like I'll show you an example of it. Here you see in the text area, font family var body font. So I just, by using typing this, I will get this value, body font value directly. You can say body font value directly. So this is how you integrate values that are repeatedly that you want to use in the website. It is a very good thing for developers, because it will let you easily change values. If you want to change the values of the website, then you don't have to go through each and every line and check where I've given these values. You can just change at one place, and entire values wherever they are represented, they will change automatically. So I am using here first color, then the values like colors, text colors, then body color, then container color, then body font, big font sizes, H1 font. I'm mentioning these all font sizes before itself, then I'm just gonna use var to call them up. And these are like margins, margin values, z index values. Next, we are using responsive typography. That is when these values are for the desktop version. For the smaller version of the mobiles, like mobiles, we require smaller size of font size. So we will change those values here. That is the reason we are adding at the rate media screen, so that whenever the media screen size is minimum, that is 968 pixel, then automatically these values will change in the root section and we'll get new font values over there. So this is how we integrate or we change values for the responsive websites or for mobile versions or that. Next is the base values. Then we have that first one hash, which is star, which will apply for all the things. That is box shadow is border box, padding is 0, margin is 0. And HTML we are code behavior as smooth. This is one of the uh, functions that we use. For smooth scrolling, you can see like this. For smooth scrolling, we add that element. Then body button input and text area, we are having the font size and font family as used before. So these all values are very similar to you. Font size, font family. The font size is the how much length the font that you want to have. Margin, padding, and border. Border is the external. You can see this is the border, that is the external one. Margin is the innermost one. Then the innermost value that changes is the padding. So whenever you change the padding value, then the size of that particular image or particular box will reduce. That is, it will shrink itself. So whenever you uh, change the margin value, it will move. And border will move the entire box up, below, or down. We can move using border. Border margin top 20 pixel, then automatically above that product will get 20 pixel space and the product will move down. So that's how you use margin, padding, and border. Border mostly we use for giving a strong line. Like you can see there is a this line is the border of this box. Next we have button cursor pointer. If you see, this is the arrow, and if I move here, then you can see a hand symbol, that is a cursor symbol. So this is how you integrate it in the CSS, that is cursor pointer. So that is whenever you hover onto the button, you will get automatic cursor will visible. Border none, outline none. Then we have color, font family. List style is by default, list elements have some style like underline or dot before them for separating each list values. So by to change them, we use list style as none to make so that it will be in plain way, so that we can add our own styles to it. And similarly to the anchor tag will be in blue color and will get underlined. To remove them, we use text decoration as none. For images, we are using the max width as 100%. This is the basic one. So whenever you integrate any image, this is the first default values that we want to have for the images. Then we have theme section, that is body, dark theme. For the dark theme, we are using these colors. For the light theme, we will use above colors as shown before. Then change theme, color, font size, cursor pointer. This change theme is actually the button. The button that we use, that is the moonlight button. Let me show you this button. So whenever we click on this button, these values will append onto it. These values will add to it, and the color will change in dark theme. So these are all the color changes that will apply to the dark theme. So that is whenever we click on that moon button and dark theme is applied, the background colors will change for steps background or dark theme for questions background. So these all backgrounds will change. Next we have next section, that is reusable classes, that is section. For each section, we don't have to mention every time. For about section, for home section, this is the padding. So we are mentioning a section and we'll add that section to all the class to all the sections so that it will be applied to all of them. And section title will be same for all. Section title center will be same for all. That is font size, margin bottom, then line height. Then section title center, that is text and the values will be aligned at the center of the page. Then container values, that is the entire space that every section takes. Grid, whenever we add grid, we have display grid element. As I shown before in the product section, this is actually display grid. So all the elements will be aligned in a grid format, that is one after the other. Then main overflow hidden. This overflow hidden means that whenever we it goes out of the maximum length, then automatically it will remove those elements and it will make it hidden so that we don't get any unnecessary what you say errors in the website. Header section with background position fixed. Position fixed means the header won't header will be still. It you can see if you put position smooth, then as you move from one section to another section, the header will also be will be visible in each and every section. And if you put position as fixed, then it will only be available for the first section, that is on the home section, and when you move to the about section, the header will be invisible. It will not be visible in the about section. Z index keeps the sections about top of all. That is, if you want to place any item at the top other than all items, then use Z index, which gives higher value. Whoever has the higher Z index value, it will be shown first. Transition for animation in dark mode, that is transition. You can see that the elements will move in the animation as I've shown in the, let me see if I have it. The video is not playing here. Okay, fine. It is an for animation purposes for transition effect. So this transition is, that is how much time the animation should take place. Then navbar display flex is used to align content in the home section. You can see by using flex item, we are moving these all items one side of the and you're having a space here. You can see we have space between. So the heading and the nav elements will have a space between them, and they both will be moved to each ends. That is how you mention like this: justify content space between. Then nav logo, nav color, we are adding color. Texture transform. Uh, Texture transform is used to make if you have like smaller case elements and you want them to be displayed in uppercase, then we use this texture transform in the CSS to make them uppercase. You can see here greenify is in uppercase, but in the index.file it is in the lowercase. So by using this CSS function, we can make them into uppercase. It is just to let you know. You can directly mention here in the index itself. You can directly give it as in the uppercase. It will also be done. So just to let you know, like there are more like you can, if you want to change any data is there and you cannot type entire data, then you can easily you write in your own way in the smaller case also. Then just mention text transfer uppercase, then entire data will be in uppercase. So whenever you have like more data that you want to change, but you don't want to type all data like in uppercase or some upper in lowercase, then you can use this. Display align elements. Column gap is the space between. Then you have media screen for minimum width of 766. It is actually for the mobile version. So this is actually, so whenever the mobile screen version decreases into the mobile version from desktop to mobile version, then the entire nav bar will move towards the column and it will move outside of the display position. So whenever you click on the nav item, the nav button, then automatically it will come back. It is not gone entirely or not deleted. It just moves out of eyesight. it will be not be displayed because we added overflow hidden, so it will be hidden, it will not be visible to us. And whenever we click on that nav button, the menu button, then automatically it will come forward, because these values, by using these values, position fixed values, we change them. And then transition, you can see by 3 seconds of transition will be displayed. That is how much time it takes from to showcase. Then we have font elements, nav list. These are like small, you know them all. Box shadow is to add. Box shadow is used to add. Let me show you. Box shadow. This section I used box shadow. So whenever you hover onto this, you will see a small box shadow around it. So that is like small line of, you can see a line that will come, which is box shadow. Uh, or you can also see in here, you can see the small box shadow here. So whenever you hover onto it, is an image. You can see in the website also. Then active link, it is for, so whenever you are moving from one section to another section, we want to change the color of the heading elements. That right now I am in the home section, so I want this to be in active state, that is in green color. That means that I am in the home section. So when I move from home section to about section, then I want this color to change from home section to about section, should come into green color, and this should come into black color. So that CSS I am writing here, that is here. You can see left background color is where first color. So this color I'm mentioning here. By using JavaScript, we'll whenever we are moving, then automatically the the size will be there now. So that value will change. So automatically it gives a very good edge on it. Then we have the home section. You know all of them. Font size, font color, position, transform. Transform is to rotate 90 degrees. This is whenever you click on an icon, and automatically it will rotate 90 degrees and it will show you. That is home section. Social media icons we have used for. That is these icons. You can see Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Then yeah, these all things you know. Very very similar items, similar values, color, font weight, font size, transform, transition. Not that much important. Then this all CSS is very all items will be very similar. But if you want to learn CSS, definitely try to learn master CSS first. Flex, definitely line flex, grid, and transition effects. So it will give very good edge on it. Um, this according open, I can tell you about according open. Right, I can change color of themes. So this according open is for the question section. So whenever you click on this button, then you can see this pop up in the green background. So this is available here. This background color var equal to first color, which is a green color. So whenever you click on it, whenever it opens up, then you can see that green color and you can see the data. This is mentioned here. The color similar color, nothing. Font size, border, contact input, these all values. Then the index, line items, these are similar values only. They are like most of the time we use them. CSS is like repetition values only. They only for particular items we use it. This scroll up, this is the button that I've shown you before. I think it is in the footer section. This one, the scroll up. Then we have show scroll up next. This is WebKit scroll bar is actually the scroll bar we have here. This scroll bar, if you want to have a scroll bar, then we use it. Here you can see width is 0.6 rem and background color, we have mentioned the background color. And uh, this is how you integrate a scroll bar into your website by using CSS. Then we have breakpoints, that is for smaller devices. There's only small changes like margin, weight, font sizes we change for the smaller website designs. Then for medium devices, by using at the date media screen, we will mention and minimum width, how much minimum width that you want, like 760 is for like mobile and tab, and above 1000 it is for desktop versions. You can see these values. 992 this for website desktop version. So the small changes in values will be there, that text values or font size values, so it will change. All the same values will be there for the desktop as well as for the mobile, just some small values will be changing. We are not adding any new values to it, or new uh, what you say, new things or new classes will not be added. So same values, these values will change. Next, the JavaScript. The JavaScript, first we are going with the menu. So we are creating three constants, that is nav menu, nav toggle, nav close. So nav menu, nav toggle, nav close, we are getting element by id, which is a document.get element by id will do, what it will do means it will go to the index.js file and it will search for that id. It will search for that id element, that is you can see nav menu id is available here. So it will connect with this div element. So now those value will now be called as nav menu for the JavaScript. So first we'll validate if the color is show menu is available or not. So here we are using add event listener click. So whenever we click on it, whenever we click on the button, then if we first will add show menu button, it will add the menu. Then if if the menu is in that particular section, and if we click on it again, then it will close the menu button. So we will remove the menu, show menu, then it will automatically disappear. This is actually combination of CSS and JavaScript. We add show menu class to it. If you add the show menu class to it, then the nav bar will be displayed, and if you remove the show menu option, then automatically the nav bar will disappear. Next, remove menu mobile. So whenever we click on each nav link, we remove the menu icon. So when we click on one icon, we don't want the nav bar to display to continue display. Whenever we click on one nav element, then we want we want to move to that particular section of the website, and we want the menu bar to disappear. So this is how we add it. So we call the nav menu icon, and we will remove the list if the link is inactive. Then scroll header, that is changing theme background, so it will change. Next we have questions add-on. I have shown you before question add-on, so this is the same one. So whenever you click on it, you will get this displayed, and the answer will be displayed. So this is how you do it. Scroll item for each item. So item dot query selector, so question header, first we will select that particular item, then we will check that whenever we'll add event listener, what will it will do. So whenever we click on that particular value, you can see if I clicked on this my flowers are falling off button, then it will give a trigger. That trigger will be heard. So whenever the add event listener is to listen, so whenever the click is happening, then automatically what will do, it will toggle the icon, and the information will be shown. Like here you can see whenever I click on it, it will listen to it, and automatically it will give this class list will be opened up, and the answer will be displayed. So this is how by using the JavaScript we do it. Next, so by adding and removing this last date, we can remove it. Next we have the scroll section active link. So whenever we are scrolling from one section to another section, we automatically want the color from changing the active status. So if here the home section has green color and underline, which indicates that we are in the home section, and whenever we are scrolling from one section to another section, we want this green color and underline bar to display on the about section whenever we are in the about section. So that will be done by using this. So what we will do means first we'll check the current offset value, that is the page height, and we'll get the attribute id value. So every section has its own id value. Then we will check, then for each section id we add active link button. So whenever we add active link is a css, this active link will have that color equal to green color and border will be displayed. So whenever that particular section id which we grab from the website, that id will get this active link added, and whenever we don't the id is removed, that means we are not in that id, we are in the new id, and it will be removed. So that's how we change, automatically it will change. Then show scroll up, this scroll up button I've shown you before, that if you click on it, then automatically it will add show scroll up, and it will move towards up direction. Then dark theme changing button, then I've shown you before also this moon button. So whenever we click on it, then it will change the theme of the website. Then selected theme and selected icon, these are like dark and light icon, these are all the values that we are giving. Then so if the theme is in dark, so we are also validating if the user has already clicked on it and it is in the dark mode, and you accidentally you refresh the website, but it will remember those value that if previously it was in dark mode, then it will also showcase in the dark. This is a small code that for which we use it. It will validate, it will check before what was the theme before. Then we have active and deactivate the theme link. So whenever we click on that button, then you can say that whenever we click on this moon button, it will come into dark mode, and whenever we click on the sun button, it will be in the light mode. So that added here. Then we have the scroll reveal, that is all the these all items like home data, home image, home social, about images, or all the class names for all the sections that are available here. So for all these sections we have class names, those class names we are integrating here for scroll reveal. That means whenever we refresh the website, first these datas will be displayed one after the other. That means it will come from top to bottom. The duration is 2.5 milliseconds. Then the values they will be visible. So each, and then the next, first the home data will be displayed after 500 milliseconds, home image will display. Then after 600 milliseconds, home social icons will display. That's how the smooth animation is done by using the scroll reveal, which is a JavaScript library. This is how you add the scroll reveal. It's a very small code, and I'll show you the images. This is the home section. This is the about section. Then we have the place order, then products, then questions, footer section. You can see the entire website here. Here's the first, second. Definitely try to make this website. I've added the source code link in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this plant store website, responsive website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with night mode and light mode, as you can see here. Now we go to the navbar, home, about. Before that, the source code for this website is available in the description, and you can download for free. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So here we are in the home page of the website. Home, about, products, FAQs, contact us, and night mode to light mode shifting button, and explore button. And here we have our social media icons: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see by using swiper, that is AOS, we have used the transition, and then steps to start your plant collection: choose plant, place an order, get plants delivered. Next we have, you can see how smoothly the animation is taking place. The plants, the add to cart button. Then we have the most common asked questions. It is a small button function. Then we have contact us form. You can contact through this number or to write an email. This is the form. You can subscribe to our newsletter to get the latest updates. Our address, phone number, social media icons, and we accept all types of credit, that is payment gateway. Now we will see the website in the night mode. Whatever website you are creating, if you want to implement night and dark mode, definitely try to use bright colors in the dark mode so that it can be appealing to see. Like here I've used bright white color and dark green color. Home section, about section, the collections, products. Then we have FAQs, most asked questions and answers. Then you contact us, and footer. It's the with subscription to our newsletter and credit card details. This website is entirely responsive for desktop, tab as well as for mobile devices. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as you've seen before. Let me show you the night. This is the mobile version. You can see the menu bar, home, then we have about, then products, and most commonly asked questions, contact, and newsletter. And you can see the light and dark mode available on the menu header. You can change from light mode to dark mode. Then the website is also available in the tab version. This is the tab version of the website. When definitely try to implement this project by yourself, you can find the entire code. The source code is available in the description. Try to practice as many projects as you can to improve your front end work. First, if you are very professional at HTML, CSS and JavaScript, then it will be very easy for you to implement these websites in the React.js, because React.js is one of the most widely used front-end framework. So definitely try to master HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I also try to learn the latest versions like HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript, ECMAScript 6. This is the desktop version. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front end works and designs. Thank you.